Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. To our returning subscribers, I want to say a very big thank you. And if you're just joining me for the very first time, thank you so much. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bells, and guess what guys, we're about to have a ride of a lifetime. So last night we had the first part of the Bbnaija season 6 launch, and of course all the male housemates, 11 of them found their way into the Bbnaija mansion. And of course I can tell you that that mansion is nothing we've seen before, because it's a duplex. And of course, from what we've seen so far this year, all the housemates are in for a fantastic and great time. I think that everybody that makes their way into the house will come out as a superstar. So we have 11 guys in the house, and of course today by 7 p.m. there will be the launch, the second phase of the launch. It's a 2-day launch, and of course we're going to have the ladies come into the house. So what am I bringing for you today? I want to bring you a lowdown of what happened as soon as the guys got into the house, the reactions, their social media handles, what I think about some of the things that we've seen so far, and more. So first off, a lot of people have been reacting to Emmanuel, Pere, and of course Boma. Of course these guys are looking absolutely amazing. I think that this year there is no bad guy. When I mean there's no bad guy, there's no guy who is not looking fantastic, chiseled, prim and proper. From what I can see so far, even what you call his name, Yerins, is still looking fantastic and amazing. So from what we've seen so far, the guys are looking good, and I am looking forward to what the girls will look like, because once those girls enter the house, forget it, the drama will begin. So a lot of people, especially the ladies on social media, have been saying, man, this Emmanuel guy is fine, he's just 24, and of course it's Mr. Africa. I'm like, this guy has achieved quite a number of things before he got into the house, and of course he has a hair lap. So for those of you who do not know, he is Mr. Africa. He won Mr. Africa in 2019, and so far so good, he's still the reigning king or the reigning champion from Mr. Africa. And this is 2021. 2020 there was the pandemic, so nothing happened, there was no event. So yesterday, one after the other, they started talking about themselves. You know, they took turns to tell us about themselves, where they're from, their stories and all of that. And one thing that stood out for me from Emmanuel's story and narrative was the fact that, see, at 24 he has a body fitness lab, he has a hair lab. So what's that? It's a, you know, a gym, he has a hair studio, and that hair studio is fantastic. Staffs of his hair studio yesterday were all ecstatic and excited when they saw their boss on TV screens. Check this out. Of course, who wouldn't be excited to see their boss right here on Bbnaija? For Boma and Pere, Boma is a superstar. Boma's account is verified. I mean, this guy came in with 150-something thousand I think followers on Instagram, and right now he's probably hit 200,000 subscribers. As of this morning, as of yesterday, it was around 190-something thousand. As of last night when I was checking on the middle of the night, but as of this morning, I'm sure he's very close to 200,000 followers on Instagram. He's the only person who's so far verified that we've seen so far. So he's an actor, he's a fitness guy, he's a model. He was going to play football at some point, but of course his leg got broken and all of that. Now, when it comes to resemblance, even the housemates think that Emmanuel looks like Tochi.
Come on, time like Tochi, true. Come on, time. Remove your hood. Tochi to God. It is what it is. I'm telling you from that side, you be like Tochi, man. I swear down.
Well, I think it looks like the finer version of Tochi. I'm not saying Tochi is not fine, but I think that Emmanuel looks like the finer version of Tochi. So last night, you know, Big Brother allowed them to go to the executive lounge, and guess what? It was all amazing. You know, we saw White Money leading them into the executive lounge. And of course, we also saw Paul leading them in praise and worship, leading the whole guys. You know, they were all excited to be in the house. But something stood out for me in Paul's narrative. Paul, when he was narrating his story, said that last year He was just 45 minutes from getting into the Big Brother Naija lockdown house, and something happened. He found his way back to the hotel. He didn't tell us what happened. He didn't tell us what maybe he did something, or maybe he broke a rule, or maybe someone wasn't meant to show up, that they were trying to slot him in. I didn't know what the story is. He was saying it yesterday. He said he couldn't divulge the information, but the last year was one crazy year for him. He was really pained that he didn't make it into the house, and this time around, he's in the house.
I've auditioned for Big Brother. This is my 4th time. But last year was the most dramatic. I was 45 minutes away from being in the house, and I found myself heading back to the hotel. 45 minutes. Like, I was dressed, everything. I'm sure my bags were inside the house, everything. I was just come on stage. I was heading back to the hotel.
Now, I'm very curious to know, why is it that we have washing machines in this year's Big Brother? I said it yesterday. I said these housemates look like they're tush. I'm not saying that there were no tush guys from the lockdown edition, but I think that we only had a few tush people in the lockdown edition, the likes of, what's his name, Kid Wyatt, the likes of Ozor, but this year, the guys that we have, they don't look like guys that can wash with their hands. I mean, how would you tell Boma to come and wash with his hands? I mean, people who have lived abroad, look at the likes of Cross, who at some point was supposed to play for a football club, maybe Swansea, I can't remember the name right now. Boma was supposed to play for Benfica. You get what I'm talking about? And guess what? You now ask them to come and wash with their hands. So I feel that the organizers have thought about the fact that, see, these guys, they don't look like guys that can wash with their hands. They won't come and sit down here. Can we just upgrade this thing? Of course, I know the sponsorship can come in and all of that. So this season, we have 2 washing machines in the house. And guess what? They can wash as much as they want. I think this time around, nobody will try to wash somebody's pants like Neo did last season. Part of the stories last night when they were talking about themselves was the fact that Saga said that he graduated with a 2-2, and his dad felt disappointed in him. He studied engineering, and he had passion for arts and entertainment, but his dad asked him, to go and study the engineering that his dad could not study. Shout out to all the people that force their children to study the course that they wish they had studied. In the long run, we'll just give you the certificate and go and do our own life's bidding, right? Boma talked about his broken marriage. I think Boma has been through a lot. Of course, he's finding his footing right now. He's a celebrity. He came into the house as a celebrity because most of the housemates were like, "Yo, guy, are you the guy?" And guess what? He came to the house as a celebrity, and it's been absolutely amazing. He talked about his broken marriage. He talked about how, at some point people were beginning to say that he looked like one particular actor, and how he began to find his break in the arts and entertainment industry.
I don't been married before, so my marriage scatter. Everything happened for the same 2017. So that means 2017 for me was a turnaround. Now the year when I just sit down, I don't even want to be 30 now. So what I'm even going to do with my life now, things just get as it be,
And then we saw White Money. White Money talked about the fact that when you go to Tejo Shoyaba, there's nobody that doesn't know him because he's very popular. He has hawked juries on the streets of Yaba before, and that he's hustled. Well, now a lot of people are talking about some sides to themselves. We could hear Perry talking about the fact that himself and his dad, probably his dad wasn't there for him while he was growing up. He was telling Emmanuel somewhere around the wardrobe section, and he was just talking about the fact that himself and his dad right now were trying to get back, and that his mom has really tried for him. Now, when I hear all these narratives, I totally understand. So I'm beginning to feel like, that every year we begin to hear stories. Somebody, of course, things happen to people, real life situations, right? But that I hope nobody is coming to the house with the narrative of, I never had a shoe before, so that people can pity me and vote for me, or I'm the only person who has, gone to the university in my family. A lot of people come with narrative that can make people, oh, can we pity these guys? But from what I'm seeing so far, maybe these guys are just talking about, from my own perspective, I feel they're just narrating their stories, the bad sides of their stories. Of course, some people narrated the good sides of their stories, but yesterday, some people were just talking about, oh, come on, I broke my leg, right now I've hustled so much, I've hawked on the street, for a disappointment to your dad. I am like, guys, come and give us what we paid for, give us the drama, leave the stories, and I cannot wait tonight for the girls to come into the house. So finally, my gist for today, here are the handles of the 11 housemates, the 11 guys that have made their way into the house. I hope that we will have 11 ladies in the long run. You know, I hope we're not going to come. They're not going to come with 9 ladies. It's going to be 11 ladies, right? So here are the handles for those of you who want to follow all the guys who have made it into the house, from Boma to Cross and Sammy, everybody, to, you know, Yerens, to Yusuf, to J. Paul, to Saga, to Pere, whoever. You know, just check out their handles, go on Instagram, follow them. You can check them out on Facebook, and of course check them out on all social media platforms. So finally, guys, I want to appeal to everybody who has not turned on their post notifications for my YouTube channel, because anytime I post, you won't get to see it, right? So please make sure you turn on your post notification for YouTube, for this channel also. Just beside the subscribe button, you'll see a bell there. Click on it, make sure that, you know, there are like commas at the side of the bell. Click on it, make sure that it is on, and of course go to your settings and go to your YouTube settings, so that anytime I post, you can be the first to get notified, and of course the first to watch the videos I post. I look forward to coming your way again tonight for the second launch of the Bbnaija Season 6, the Shine Your Eyes edition. Of course, the girls are going to come in full force tonight. I want to see the reaction on the guy's face once the girls start coming. I want to see the reaction on the guy's face once the first girl enters, the second girl enters, and guess what? At that point, all these 5 and 6 that these guys are doing, you see it will start breaking. Everybody will start pairing themselves with whatever girl they think they can bond with. My name is Bbnaija. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bells, and guess what? You get notified whenever I post a video. Go on all social media platforms on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, and of course on TikTok, and follow me at Bbnaija. And until next time I come your way tonight, it's bye for now.